The National Assembly has expressed its continuous support in providing legislative measures and interventions for the full implementation of Discrimination Against Persons with Disability Act. The Chairman, House Committee on Disability, Bashiru Daudu, made the indication while speaking at the public presentation of translated simplified version of Disability Act in Igbo, Hausa and Yoruba by the Leprosy Mission Nigeria, held at the National Commission of Persons with Disability headquarters in Abuja. Daudu said that the translation of Disability Act was commendable as it will help break the language barriers and enhance the understanding of the provisions of the Discrimination Against Persons with Disability Act in the rural communities.
The laws. So if you have a strong committee working with your commission, when folks don't listen to you, they will listen to us. They may not listen to you if you say that there is no access to the bank, but they will listen to the assembly that is unacceptable in 2024, 2023 not to be able to use the ATM. It is our duty to stand up for that. And ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do our work. Thank you for investing.
The Senior Special Advisor to the President on Disability, Abba Issa, in his remarks said that the interpretation of the Disability Act was apt and it will serve a great advantage to the disability communities. He, however, stressed the need to decentralize the awareness to the grassroots level to enhance communication strategy aligned with the renewed hope of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
My version is to enhance communication strategy, and I'm calling all the partners to liaise and collaborate with the National Commission for Persons with Disability in order to achieve the renewable agenda. The government of India has done so much for us. They give us rapport, they give us legal framework, Mr. President, and that is wisdom as a master of a commission. Recently, who appointed SSM Mr. President, he signed a legal instrument that is even charter of demand in order to align with the Discrimination Against Persons with Disability Act, with the Constitution, with the Sustainable Development Goal, and all other legal instruments.
Also speaking, the Executive Secretary, National Commission for Persons with Disability, James Lalo, expressed readiness to work with the relevant stakeholders to ensure that the simplified version of the Disability Act reach the people at the grassroots level. Other stakeholders said the translation of the Disability Act will address the challenges faced by the disabled community in granting them access to information that would empower them to exercise their rights.
The disability in Nigeria is very, very important. Creation of the awareness is something very, very instrumental. The National Orientation Agency is part of the very important institution that we look forward to working with. I can still remember that we personally led my team to pay a courtesy call to that institution. Today, as I am here today, by the commencement of the proper enforcement of the Act next year, January next year, we are going to launch up a bilateral committee with the National Orientation Agency to see how we can be able to put this committee together to carry this message to the rural communities.
This significant accomplishment reflects our dedication to making information accessible to all individuals, including those with disabilities. Access to information is critical, it is a right. So by providing these translations, we are ensuring that every member of our community, of our country, of our state, can understand and benefit from the rights and provisions outlined in this critical legislation. You know, you can never say you are ignorant, really, at the end of the day. In TLM Nigeria, we believe language should never be a barrier to knowledge, to understanding, or advocacy.
One of the greatest challenges we are having when it comes to Disability Act is the ability, most persons with disabilities, and even most people in the rural area, many of them don't have that idea of the provisions of the Act. And that has been the greatest challenge that we are facing. Because if you don't understand your right, how would you demand for your right? So if the community does not really understand your right, how would they really support you so that you can actually enjoy that right? So I think this particular work, when it was mentioned to me that we're going to work on this, I was so happy because this is one of the kind of thing that we'll be doing in order for us to include many others, because the most persons with disabilities, the greater number of us, are in the rural areas.
In Abuja, LM Chukwemeka reports.